What's going on, traders? Welcome to another video. Well, today I want us to get to do the Sunday swings. This is what I usually get to. This is whereby I usually get to analyze the market over the weekend. Remember, for forex traders, over the weekend the market is closed, and this is a very good time for us to just go ahead and get to look at possible setups that we could be waiting to see next week. And this is the sole purpose of doing this video. Well, I want us we go ahead. I get to show you how I usually get to analyze my trades. Out of the 17 pairs that I have in my watch list, I usually get to look for around possible setups around 5 or 7s, and of course I get to patiently get wait according to my analysis for the market to come to us. So I'll be showing you my trading strategy, how I get to draw my zones, how I get to look at the price action, as well as what I'll be looking for come next week. So if this is something that is valuable for you, just go ahead, guys. You make sure you hit the subscribe button, as well as if you're a trader out there, talk to me in the comment section. I would really appreciate, because I remember this is a channel which is very lonely, and to get people who are like-minded sometimes is usually a challenge. If you're out there, a trader, if it was someone who has been in the game for a while, or even if you're a total beginner, just go ahead, you talk to us on the comment section. So right away, let's just go ahead, we get to look into some possible setups. Well, traders, let's look at the Euro USD. Remember, since I'm a swing trader, I usually start my analysis from weekly, then we get to daily, and of course for entries, I go for a time frame. So looking at the Euro USD, of course we'll be looking at the weekly time frame. We get to look at how the candlestick closed, and of course the price action at weekly time frame. So remember, as much as we get to look at the price action, we also get to focus on the market structure. And market structure, I mean whether the market is making new high highs or making lower lows. And for that case, you're able to determine the trend. Remember, the trend is always your friend. So looking at EURUSD, which is a pair that I'm seeing a probable setup to come next week. But remember, we have to be patient. If the market doesn't come to us, we don't take that trade. So looking at the weekly time frame, the market has been making new lower lows, but there's a zone over here whereby we're anticipating, if the market gets to break these zone to the upper side, we'll be looking for more of a potential going to the up. But in case the market doesn't do that, we won't be taking that trade. So my edge, or basically my trading strategy, is simple as that. I have to wait for the daily candlestick to break and retest, and of course I have to look for that engulfing daily candle, which has to close. And of course I get to look at how the forward is playing out, whether it's making new highs. For the case of this Euro USD, I'm looking forward for this market. Looking at the daily time frame, the market has been more of consolidating at this area, but probably I'm looking forward to have more buys, because the market has been showing more of buying momentum. So if next week the market gets, that is the daily candlestick, gets to close above this zone with an engulfing candle, and of course for the daily time frame, I'll be looking for a formation of a new high at 4 hours time frame, and of course a retest, and then I'll be waiting for an engulfing candle to the upper side above the zone at 4 hours time frame. I'll be good to go to take that trade. But if the daily candlestick doesn't close above this zone with an engulfing candle, of course I won't be taking that trade. So that's the reason why it's very important that you have a bias that you're looking for. And in case the market doesn't meet your doesn't come to you and meet your rules, you don't take that trade. That's for the case of the Euro USD. I'll be looking more of potential of taking buys. In case it doesn't play out as I'm expecting, for that case I won't be taking that trade. So let's proceed. We get to look into another setup, which is USDCAD. This is also another potential trade I'm waiting for and come next week. For this one, moving to the weekly time frame, you can see the formation, how the weekly candlestick closed. It really showed a lot of bearish momentum. So I'll be looking forward for this market to break this zone. There is a strong zone at the daily time frame. I'll be waiting for this market to break and potentially make maybe a head and shoulder. Wait for the daily candlestick to close below this zone with a bearish engulfing candle. And for the case of the 4 hour time frame, I'll be waiting for a breakout and retest, and of course I'll have to wait for the 4 hour candlestick to close with a bearish 4 hour engulfing candle. And for that case, that's the only time I'm going to take that trade. In case it doesn't come to that, I won't be taking that trade. So basically, for next week for USDCAD, I will be looking for more potential sells. Heading to the next one, on our list we have EURCAD. Remember, this week I'll be looking more of Euro pairs. They're showing more potential to form a possible setup. We have the EURCAD. This one I'll also be looking forward to position myself for buys. In case for the daily time frame, if the candlestick get close above this zone with the bullish engulfing candle at daily time frame, and it has to close, I'll be looking for us to do a quick breakout, that is breakout and retest, and wait for formation of over 4 hour bullish engulfing candle, and for of course a possible formation of a new high at 4 hours time frame. Only then I'm going to take that trade. So for the EuroCAD, I'll be looking more over buying a position. So the trend, according to my analysis, I'm seeing more potential of buying. But remember, it's not a must that the market gets to play out that way. In case it doesn't meet my conditions, I won't take that trade. That's why you really need to be patient and of course wait for the market to come to you. So we also have Euro GBP. Remember, I said for the next week, I'm seeing more possible setups for Euro pairs. We have Euro GBP, which also I'm looking for possible buy. And I remember for the daily time frame, we have this strong daily zone over here. So I'll be looking for the daily candlestick to close above these previous high. And of course, the candlestick has to close above that zone with an engulfing bullish candle. And only then I'm going to take that trade. If it doesn't happen, of course, I'll just stay away from that trade. For the 4 hours, I'll be looking for a breakout and retest the upper side, and wait for the 4 hours candlestick to form a bullish engulfing candle, and the candlestick has to close before I can take that trade. My stop loss below this zone, and of course possible TP all the way to these other zone. But I usually get to look for potential 1:2, and I'll be contented with that. So for that case, for the trend, I'll be looking more of uptrend for the Euro pairs. We also have Bitcoin. Bitcoin has been one controversial pair, and there's a reason for that. According to the news which has been going on, is that the Bitcoin is being said it has reached the bubble, and of course investors, they are now pulling out their money, and that's the reason why you can see there's this possible change of trend. The downtrend, you can see from the price action at daily time frame, the market is forming a head and shoulder, which is a reversal pattern. It's below this zone, and possibly I'll be looking more of a selling position, because it's showing seriously the market for the Bitcoin. It's really showing some direction to keep unfolding downwards. But remember, of late, there has been a lot of news, that is tweets from Donald Trump, and this has really affected the crypto market as well as the market generally. So for that case, despite the fact that we are looking for a potential setup to sell here, we don't know what that is Trump might say in the course of next week, and of course it gets to affect the price action completely. For that case, guys, we'll just need to observe this one, and of course get to see how things will play out. Lastly, on our list, we have the DXY. This is a unit that I have been observing it of late. It's not something that I've traded before, but the DXY is, remember, is a combination of two pairs, two currencies, and of course it is usually influenced a lot by the US dollar. So this is just a unit that I'm just observing for a while before I can get to see whether it's really respecting my trading strategy. But for now, it will just stick on my watch list, and of course we get to see how things you're going to unfold. Those are the pairs that I'll be looking for come next week. If you need a more of one-on-one and a detailed explanation of my strategy, guys, you can just go ahead and talk to me in the comment section, and I'll be doing these videos every weekend, that is on Sundays, so that I can get to see how what I'm looking for come next week, and of course we can get to move forward together. That's it, guys. I do appreciate you for watching this video to this point, and I hope to see you in the next one. Peace, guys.